All right, all right. Yes, you heard it here first, folks. I told you so. BTC to 8K. I can't take. I. It's hard for me to not smile when I say that. But let's go ahead and get the music started. Let's see. You guys hear that? There you go. Let's see. Let's go ahead and switch over to pop up chat and say hello. Let's see. Sky Knight, what a title. I know. Are you triggered yet? That's the goal. You guys know it's not the end, right? I mean, hey, anything's possible, right? We've talked about this in the past. There's a lot to talk about, especially with, I try not to get too caught up with the, I guess, world perspective of what's going on in the world. And even though it does play a role, I don't think you can't deny or dismiss the fact that global events, world events, big things happening like COVID, potentially World War III that's potentially brewing, is definitely something you can't ignore. But we're here to talk about the charts, maybe a little bit about that stuff. I'm not too key. I don't follow it too much, but yeah, let's get right to the good stuff. So first thing first, if you guys haven't been around over the weekend, you can tell, as you can see from here, we had a decent dump. And looking back at the formations, how this played out, this is a textbook ABC, man. This is an ideal setup that I like to see. All right. Yes, I did change the charts a little bit, just the colors of the candles, because I wanted to change things up. But that is a classic ABC. I mean, the A wasn't so perfect, but this ABC within the B can kind of give you a potential short signal to go ahead and test the bottom of the range. It was a perfect setup. So the reason why I'm going with Bybit instead of Coinbase and other charts, in my personal opinion, there's been too many times to where I've ignored the Bybit chart over the Coinbase chart, and it has led to potential mispositions. Now, not mispositions, but a little bit more of a clearer structure of what is going on, or potential setups you could have played. A really good example of that. Where can I? Oh, because I'm not on the Bybit chart. There we go. Now I know this wasn't an ABC, but if you're playing at least the range, right? That good fake out of the range and then continuation to the upside. There's been a couple times where this has happened, and I personally am a little bit more biased to Music's loud. How's that, Sky Knight? Is that better? I can turn myself up a little bit too. Let me know if that helps. So yeah. To me, this is the big setup that I'm looking for. Now, I did not long this or anything. Like I said, I want to. Remain, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Let me know how the music is. Is the music too loud? I turned it down a little bit. I could turn it down more. It should be good. Or at least a little bit better. So, if we lose this level, at this point in time, it's still a bit loud. What about that? Should be better. It's good for taking short. No, you should not be shorting right now. You should have been shorting up here. You should have been shorting at 71K. Preferably my ideal setup, if we did put in a higher high at this pivot here, I definitely would have attempted this. This is good. Okay, cool. Let me just turn my end up because it's a little bit quiet on my end. Are you long right now? No, I mean, I did buy a little bit more spot, primarily on KDA, which I'll go over here in a little bit. Not doing so hot, but for me, I'm just in a mode that I'm just accumulating. coming here soon within the next 2 weeks because I need to get my hands on some cash, and then extra cash that I'm okay with losing. So I'm not taking out of my main stack to start these challenge accounts. But I'm going to be making a challenge account here soon. I'm only going to start off with maybe $500, $1,000, and just kind of play with it throughout the bull run to see what happens. No more leverage trading for now. I've been taking a break, but I will be starting a smaller account here soon. KDA BTC did complete a bullish ABC. We did talk about that, Sky Knight. I haven't looked at it yet, but I'll take a look here in a moment. But pretty much, like going back to what I said before, it's a level by level scenario, right? If this ABC fails, right, we still can come down to test 58, 59K, get a reclaim above that pivot, and still be bullish. The reason why I think it's still possible, let's see, Ahmed, Ave, yeah, I'll take a look at Ave. Not right. Let me just get the main TA out of the way, and I'll take a look at Ave. You're in a challenge. No, a challenge account is basically we start off with like $500 or $1,000 and see, you know, how it's not how quick. This one's gonna be how much can I turn it into by the end of the bull run. I'm not gonna be focusing on scalp trading. I'm not gonna be focusing on being too aggressive with this account. Just to show you, you know, what we could have done with a challenge account. So I'm gonna be talking about that here soon when I get that started. But hopefully in the next week or two. I just haven't done it. Haven't set it up. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, going back to what I was saying before. It's a level by level scenario. So for every time, for each level that we go ahead and test, if we break, we have to look for the next possible pivot to test. Now, what is that? I talked about this on previous streams. We're on that 60K, 59K. If 59K breaks, I mean, there's really the next local low is around 50,000. And for me personally, that is a viable option to find support. Potentially, this area here around like 49K, which is like a good pocket area. This could be a potential resistance to support flip. So to come back down, something like that. But I will box this off as kind of like a region to keep an eye out on. Also here as well. But if we fail that, like I said, guys, it's a level by level scenario. If that fails, we're going to 38K. Now, do I think we're going to go ahead and test 38K? I don't think so. I think where we're at between this range is actually a really good kind of area to find support in. It's not until we actually break 49,000 until we get potentially a little bit more bearish. Because the more I zoom out, right, the less potential support we have. What I mean by that, it seems like the gaps between each level increase because of the basically just upwards price action we had for the last 6-7 months. And that's why, you know, I talked about this in the past, is that we never ever really want just straight up price action. Just as fast as price can go up, it can go down just as quick too. In my personal opinion, like I said, around 49K, once we break around there, I'm going to be a little bit more skeptical that we're probably going to end up testing 32K, because this little pivot right here is not significant in my opinion. I think 32K in that area is probably the next really strong support area. And then from there, if we break 32K, I think the odds of us going to 15 are pretty high. Sorry, I got like a sore throat. I was just getting over something, a small cold. But the odds of us actually going down to 15K aren't that high. But the more we kind of get closer to that level, the more I can't ignore the possibility that we might go ahead and test 15. Now, I know I'm gonna die on this hill because everyone's gonna give me shit for it, which I'm okay with. Do I think we're gonna go to 15K? No, right? The probabilities are not that high, but you have to be willing to change your perspective, to change the probabilities of stuff happening once price gets to a certain region. What I mean by that is, at the moment, right, we're at 63K. The odds of going to 15K are like 5%, 10%. I'll say 5%, right? But if we break 59K, go to 15K or 50K, I would say that goes up to maybe 10 to 15%. All right. If we break 49K and test 38, then maybe we're in like the 25% range. All right. Same thing. The lower we go, the higher the possibility that we can go ahead and go to 15K. You just, in my opinion, you just can't ignore it. Especially with, I'm not trying to scare anyone. I'm not trying to say that this is going to happen, but obviously what's going on in the Middle East and all that stuff, you know, tensions are rising. Do I think we're going to go into World War III? I don't personally think so. The biggest problem with stuff like this is that a lot of people take any little signs of bearishness or bullishness and they exaggerate it as much as they can. You know, obviously tensions are high in the Middle East. Iran just was contributing to drone strikes in Israel. I don't know too much about it, so guys, don't ask me questions. Don't get my. I don't have any actual opinion on it. I just don't know enough. But seeing what's going on, seeing how people react, people always jump to the worst case scenario. Even though, yes, it is possible, the likelihood of that happening are kind of slim. Let's see. When do you think bull run will start? So the halvening's coming up on Thursday. I will be here for that, by the way. So I'm going to be having a little fun little stream on Thursday just to kind of talk about projections and all that stuff with it, what could happen, you know, where things could go. But usually the bull market doesn't start anywhere between 3 to 6 months after the halvening. So 3 months from now, it's going to be, what is that? July? Yeah. July all the way to October, November. So last I checked, it was the 19th around 4 p.m. Yeah, I think that's Thursday, right? 16, 17, 18, 19. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Oh, it's Friday. I'll have to double check. But yeah, you get with, if something like that were to happen, do I think it's gonna force price down to 15K? No. But that can definitely lead to a major sell-off, and we can go ahead and test these lower areas of support. For a 50% dump on BTC happen, bad would have to happen to macro events. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, COVID was a macro event to where it was considered a black swan event. No one was really thinking about it. No one ever considered the idea of COVID happening, and the markets really reflected that. Same kind of scenario with this. You know, it would something catastrophic or something very bad would have to happen in order for price to go down and reach those lower levels. But I'm still bullish, guys. I'm still bullish, but in the back of my head, I have to look at the areas that price wants to go to, and we can talk about possible support levels as we get closer to those regions. So yeah, that's like the main consensus I have on BTC. We're actually still pretty bullish. I love the way this played out. If only this can hold. If this ABC can hold, I think this is a very good potential pivot of support to where we can go up and really test a lot higher. So that's just me. All right, that's mainly what I have for BTC. I'll do Aave because I know it was asked about. Okay, so Aave had a very good. This is more of a macro level. That's a macro ABC. Right, with a smaller ABC in the back, or I guess in the C wave, the back end of it. I don't know why I said that, but the C wave had its own ABC. All right, and so as long as price is below 115.50, that was a potential short pivot. You could have got a better entry at around 129, which is probably what I would have played personally if I was playing this. But it's the same kind of scenario with BTC. You got to look at the previous support areas and see where price can go to and see how price is going to react off of certain regions or certain levels. So right now that 81.45, 81.50 region is a good local low. You can see we're kind of dancing around in this pivot right now. But if that breaks, the next area, it's around 60 cents. If that breaks, I would probably just go down to 49. Yeah, that kind of lines up with, yeah, I would say, yeah, around that 50 cent region. That's a very strong support in my opinion. You can see we we came back and tested it a couple times. 1, 2, 3. So that would be a really good area of support for me for Aave. If that breaks, I mean, you have the previous low of 45 cents. But besides that, I would have to look at another chart. Okay, so besides that, well, Aave, I didn't realize how much Aave pumped. Wow. But yeah, if it breaks the ultimate that major level or that major local low at $45, the next area is $24. You just got to play it level by level on the way down. All right, so that's pretty much it for Aave. Where is KDA? So let me just go over updates with KDA as well. So as you can see, ABC off of this pivot. All right. So as long as we're below that pivot, obviously there is a potential short position. I didn't short this. I'm not looking to short any altcoins on leverage. What I will do instead is just use basically different levels of support as accumulation zones. For me, a good accumulation area was around 90 cents, which I did. I bought a couple $100 worth of KDA down to this pivot. If that fails, I'm probably going to sprinkle a little bit more at 63 cents, a little bit more at 55 cents if we test it. But if we break 40 cents, I'm going to be accumulating a good amount as well. I know Skyknight brought up the BTC pair. Okay, yeah, see? This, I mean, I'm a little bit skeptical when it comes to drawing ABCs and having price respected on BTC pair just because it's a little bit different. But, I mean, it's there. It's a very good ABC on KDA on the BTC pair. What else? Let's take a look at the S&P. Okay, so the SPY's dumping. Okay, SPY had a very, very, very good dump. Now, like I said, I'm not worried about the SPY. I would be a little bit more concerned if we got back below 480 and kind of consolidated and didn't or couldn't get back above. That would indicate a possible larger bear market happening. But we can easily come back down, test, maybe put in a lower low, and then continue back up again. That's fine. DXY. Okay, DXY looks like it might break that range. All right, so look, this could be a possible larger A. All right, ABC for an A, ABC for a B, and then continue lower for a C. That was something we would like to see for the dollar. The only thing that wouldn't be good is if we got back above this level and we just continue to pump. I don't know, something like that. But that would indicate a much larger potential ABC. I mean, we'll have to see how it reacts once it gets back above that prior resistance area. But if we get to 107 and reject, I'm not too worried about it. We're probably gonna go back down and test 99. But if we do actually test, or if we break above 107, 114's in the cards, and that is not good. It's not good for assets. Smoke. What's up, Dylan? What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, wow. Matic dumped. Holy crap. Matic to 49 cents. Send that Ponzi to 0. So let's see. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. Oh, wow. Look at ETH. Wow. Okay. All right. So it looks like ETH finished its larger ABC. I like this a lot. Doesn't mean it's going to sustain, but that's a very good potential entry point for ETH. I mean, at that point, I would probably target the all-time high. That's a really good trade setup. Yeah, I like that a lot. Savon, how you doing, my friend? It's good to see you. There's a lot of Y's. Long time no see. It has been a while. It's good to see you. How you doing? Became a father again. Wow, that's awesome. Congratulations. It's good to hear. It's good. I'm glad you're doing well. Hair's looking fire, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, we changed it up a little bit. I chopped it at the beginning of this year, and we've just been rocking with it ever since. All right. Let's see what else. Let's see, Grant. Yo, what's good, Johnny? Saw your stream and figured to stop in. Hope all is good. I've been busy recently and focusing on learning other markets. That's good to hear, man. Well, I hope you're doing well. Yeah, all is good, man. It's good to see you. Why no likes, you guys? Is there no likes? We got 5. That's all right. What other markets are you working on, Grant? I'm not sure if you're still doing Forex. I kind of stopped just because crypto has been a little bit more exciting for me again. Okay, Forex and futures, gotcha. Just opened a short on ETH. My friend, I don't know if that's just talked about the bull. I mean, it's possible. I believe you should have been shorting up here at 36.88. That's just my opinion, though. Fuck ton of learning to say at least has been very good. That's awesome, dude. I know those are completely different animals. whoever's clicking that. Let's see. Try to think of what else. I've pretty much gone over like the major stuff. Let's see how gold's doing. Gold's been on a tear. I mean, it's not anything impressive, but from the all-time high, 14%, that is massive. Massive for gold. How's my silver doing? Okay, I have some silver. Silver's doing all right. I bought in kind of like in this mess here. 26%, not bad. Having a few days where you get downside targets on PTC one level at a time. We get it. Have been adding on a level at a time if we get it. Gotcha. Have been adding on these dips. Yeah, I mean, I've just been accumulating more spot. I'm not really too focusing on. I do miss. It's one of the things I missed about like doing this is trading with you guys, working with leverage and all that stuff. So I'm just gonna do it like a $1,000 challenge account. I'm not gonna go crazy. Like I'm gonna risk. I'm gonna use larger stop losses. I might risk a little bit more to offset that. It's not gonna be. I'm gonna be scalping every day. I'm just gonna be focusing on major positions, letting them ride, and just do my best to capitalize on the bull market coming forward. So I'm excited. This stuff like this is, guys. This is meant for you guys to go ahead and accumulate. Sol's almost back below its major pivot. Interest rate cuts are not expected until after the election. Summer could be slow as they usually love to be. Yeah, it could be. But like with tensions going on, and who knows? The markets are. I mean, everything's dumping as we speak. So who knows? Like I said, I'm not too worried about things getting too crazy. I would like to see support around 59K, maybe 50. 50 to 48, whatever that region is. But besides that, I'm not looking for anything too crazy. But I know the alts are definitely going to move, so it's going to be just more accumulation zones for me. I mean, if we dump to... Katie might dump to 60 cents, 55 cents. So I might be accumulating some more. Okay, this is interesting. ADA is below its support regions. What's at that support region? XRP, you guys have any questions for me? Please feel free to shoot them in chat. Like I said, I do my best to not gatekeep behind a paywall or anything. So if you need help with ABCs, if you need to understand leverage or you need help with certain things, please, this is the time to do so. KYC messages starting to pop up on Cape XC. Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be no, I at this rate, there's gonna be no exchange. Leverage. I'm telling you, I think leverage trading for, unfortunately, unless you live outside of the U.S., but leverage trading is probably not going to exist or be accessible for people in the U.S. very soon. Because at the rate it's going, everyone's basically pushing for KYC. Do you think we're in a black swan right now? Possibly. I don't know. The biggest thing that's going to lead to that is going to be potential World War III talks. Now, I don't know too much about what's going on. I know, someone please correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard that, I'm not sure if it was the Secretary of Defense or President or someone made a big announcement that they're going to do their best not to intervene with stuff going on in the Middle East right now. If we do intervene, then it's just going to be a big proxy war and potentially World War III with Iran attacking Israel. If we back up Israel, Russia's going to back up Iran, and it could be a possible... I don't know if I wouldn't say World War III, but it's going to be something big. And that could just kind of force things to go to not an extreme, but to a level that nobody here wants. L87, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. So that might be the Black Swan event that might happen. It's probably going to be World War III or potential talks of World War III or... let's see. I'm doing good, my friend. How you doing? I heard Israel attacked Iran first and Iran's retaliating. Yes, I've heard that too, as well as Sky Knight. That's why I think that's another reason why the U.S. is not too quick to jump in, is because maybe they know that Israel has kind of started this. Markets will probably be the least of your worries. Exactly. Yeah. If we're going to World War III, guys, trading, Bitcoin, all that stuff is going to be the least of your concerns. So it's going to get to the point where nukes are flying. I don't think so. I really don't think so. What is it called? There's a thing, I forgot the name of it, but like everyone knows that they have the ability to pretty much end the world if they wanted to, but nobody wants to. The major powers of the world can basically end things with a push of a button, but no one's gonna do it. It's just a scare tactic at this point. Drew, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Wars are very profitable. They are if you survived. The only thing getting nuked is my crypto profits and my low cap accounts. Yeah. I feel that, Grant. It sucks. My average price for KDA That was like a dollar 20, dollar 30, somewhere in that range. Somewhere in here. So I'm almost at a 50% cut so far, which is not good. Gotta buy rice and bean stocks. There you go. Mutually, yes, that's what it's called, Savon. Mutually assured destruction. Yes, thank you. My best low cap is FET. Is this an AI thing? Or is this like a actual stock? I see. AI coin, not so low cap anymore, but yes, FET. But yes, thank you, Savon. That was the word I was looking for. Okay. Wow. Wow. Wow, from 2020. That's a nice coin. My exchange, BTC did not put in a lower low. Yes, I know on some exchanges that's the case, but I go with Bybit because Bybit, in my personal opinion, tends to be the stronger chart. Now, the only reason why I think that's the case is it's been... I'm trying to think how many times. I would say at least 4 or 5 times throughout the last bull market, or between the last bull market and now, to where Bybit has put in setups that you should have traded that other exchanges didn't, and you would have missed out on an opportunity because of that. Now, I know this wasn't an ABC on this pattern here on this trend, but if you were playing something like fake outs of range lows or playing ranges, you faked out the range low, you would have bought, and you would have been killing it so far. I trade on BTC USD pair. On Bybit, though, I want to see if it's any different on Bybit. Does Bybit not have a regular spot chart? Yeah, even on USDC on spot for Bybit, it put in a lower low. Drew, I really do appreciate that. Oh, I gotta turn off my EC. I'll be right back. I'm not using Bybit. I mean, you don't have to use Bybit. It is going to be a little bit difficult to get entries because if you're using another exchange and looking at the Bybit chart, but we could come back down and put in one more low for Coinbase and all the other exchanges to put in a lower low. Let's see what happens. I would like to see it happen on stream. We could talk about it as it's happening. I got ETH. Okay. I'm at Juicy ABC. Let's hope it's. I mean, let's hope it sustains. Niraj, how you doing, my friend? It's good to see you. Try to think of what else I haven't looked at. Monero's kind of holding its own. Yeah, Monero's has been in this giant range. Hopefully it pops. Wow, what a short. You hear the SEC is trying to go after Uniswap? Really? I wonder how that would play out. I did not hear that. Like, isn't Uniswap like decentralized? Isn't it under like a smart contract or something? Like how? I don't think one. It's not like a exchange or anything. How do you go after? How do you go after that? I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know much about Uniswap. I thought it was like a decentralized exchange platform. Let me know. How come that's not popping up in my... There we go. Probably the other DeFi swap exchanges take over it until they come under fire as well. Yeah, no idea. I just know they got a Wells notice from the SEC. I wonder how that's even possible. I guess they know. I guess they know more than we do. I never... That's interesting. All right. Man, I want to... All right. Well, okay. So I'm probably going to start wrapping things up just because I don't want to sit here all day waiting for a move. I got stuff to do. Just remember, I know on Coinbase there's not a lower low, but on Bybit there is. Does that mean that we're not going to come back down and retest? No, we absolutely can go back down and retest. But in case we don't, we do have a bullish ABC completed on BTC on Bybit's chart. So it is possible that we can continue up from here. My personal opinion, if this is going to be a bottoming pattern, this is a much larger potential pump to the upside that's in the works right now. It might not be right away, but I think if we do continue to test moving forward, if we don't reject off of 73K, I think that's gonna be the pump that gets us to 100,000+. I think personally, but it might take a while. So, yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I mean we probably still need to take our time in this range. If we break that 59K previous area or this range right here, we're gonna go down and test anywhere from 50 to 49K, and it's a step by step. You gotta take it step by step. So, I'm prepared. Hope you guys are prepared too. Let's go ahead and play some Wordle to close it out. You guys know I'll leave the smaller time frames up as we're doing this. Okay. So, Kite, if you're watching, it's Ray's Donut. All right, I watched your stream. It's Ray's Donut. I forgot what you actually put in on that stream, but it's Ray's. Let's see. I tried. I thought that was funny. I wanted to see what that U was. So the U's in the second spot. Oh no! It doesn't. It can't. It could be anywhere else. I'm being stupid. Anybody got any ideas? I have no idea. This is a tough one. I did it last night, and last night was a lot easier than this one. Last night's was blimp. That doesn't help me. I need to see. What do you guys think? Anybody in chat have an idea? Equip. Oh, that's a good one. Juice. Okay, let's do equip. Grant, you cheated. Grant, you cheated. Anyone who just gets it better than me or faster than me is automatically cheating. But good stuff. Good stuff. All right, my friends. We're going to go ahead and wrap up the stream here. I really do appreciate you guys. It's been just about an hour. So I had a great time as always. I will be here for, I need to figure out, you know what, before I leave, one last thing. BTC. All right, so 4 days, 6 hours. So what is that? April 20th. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 6 hours from now. Ooh, I actually won't be around. Shit, I had something to do. I wanted to do something fun, but unfortunately, I actually won't be around to stream that time. Shit. If it was Thursday, yes, but Friday, I got something to do. Great. Oh, maybe not. 8 o'clock. 6 hours from now. So 8:45. I might be back home. If I'm back home, I'm not doing anything. I know depending on, I know some people live on the across the pond in Europe and other places. If you're awake, stop by. I will be here for the halving, hopefully. I'm going to try my best. I can't promise anything, but I should be back home by then. We'll see. All right. So I really appreciate you guys. Let's go ahead and say goodbye to everyone. Just remember the levels. Take it level by level. Follow the charts. Try not to get too bearish or too bullish. But L87, Grant, Mirage, Drew, Savon, Sky Knight. Let's see who else. Dylan, Romaine, Muhammad. Yep, I'll see you guys next time. If I'm not here on Friday, I'll be back next week. All right, I'll be back next Monday. Keep it easy, G. You too, my friend. Good to see you. All right, guys, do the thing. Make sure I have the camera button ready. I see like a little speck on the lens, and it's annoying me. Did it show up on the camera? No. Bye-bye.